What's good, y'all? So we shoot, it's been like 2 weeks, right?
Think so, yeah. It has.
2 weeks since the Q&A. Been like two weeks since the Q&A. So first week back after going on the break. For people that don't know, just having a Q&A, open discussion. Y'all can come on, ask questions, put the questions in the chat. Anything like whether you're brand new or I see people that have been here multiple times. It doesn't matter. You can come on, answer questions. So y'all feel free to go ahead and do that. Let's see.
Man, I'm about to. I can at least talk to some at least for a little bit for while people get their questions in order. But today we had a CMMC level 2 call today, which if you guys don't know what that is, that's basically being compliant with like federal government. So basically, any like federal or like any type of government contractor, if you work with the United States, then you have to be CMMC 2 or CMMC 3 compliant. So since we're going to be taking on contracts from the federal government, I feel like with this, we're basically creating a secure like enclave, just like one area to access a specific part of the data. It's going to be segmented, blah blah blah. But like doing this project is going to be huge though, low key, because like if you think about it, putting this resume implementation for like an access strategy in that, I could bring that. That's something you could bring with yourself to another company. Putting something like that on your resume that you are CMMC level 2 compliant, and you have integrated into like your environment. I feel like that's gonna be tough. At least just in case I want to go, like you said, doing what is it called, government work, doing like any type of where I need a clearance or something like that. I'm trying to see if they can get me a clearance. That would be tough, but
Like y'all see y'all doing work with the DoD.
yeah.
So y'all like I would assume like if y'all are y'all have are dealing with data that is classified. So
The deadline for CMMC level 2 is going to be November the 14th or something like that. So we have to finish before then, or else your contract will literally be it'll be voided. So
okay.
yeah. Can you work remote with a clearance? I believe so. It's all about device. They'd probably give you a VPN or something for you to use as well. I don't believe it's only on site.
Yeah, so with a clearance, I do know for a fact you can work remote with a clearance, but what I am hearing, the higher the clearance, they're not letting you work remote because
Yeah,
like you're not risking that. So if you got like a top
top
secret
secret.
SEI, you're gonna be in office at least twice a week. But your pay scale is higher. And then
Mm-hmm.
if you're going even higher than that, to like a polygraph level or something like that, they have what they call skiffs. So you can't even have your phone in office. You gotta put your phone in a bucket, then walk into this room with no windows.
That's like
But
DARPA and like that. Like it's
yeah,
crazy.
but they get paid though.
Oh
Them type
yeah.
of people, I think I'm willing to do it for 250,000.
It may
That's
be
just me
even
though.
it may be even more than that. Like you're saying with a polygraph and shit. That's like
Yeah.
nuclear. That's like bioengineering. That's like something catastrophic. So hell yeah, they make
Mhm.
crazy bread.
Yeah, and those people don't even be like super qualified, is what I'm hearing. Like inside scoop from some government people I've been talking to.
Nah, but
It's
that
just they
clearance
buy
is.
the clearance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Getting that level of clearance, you're getting fucking. I don't know, but I know DARPA. You have like. I heard that you have to have the highest level of clearance. Even people that work with you on your team don't know what each other work on. So I feel that.
Yep.
It's just being able to retain the information and not like what I mean, spill company secrets, shit like that. That's mainly what they want.
Yeah.
Doing the job, of course, is bonus points, but most people won't get that level of clearance.
Facts. They gotta trust you first. Are you doing anything? I think that might be a question for you.
Yeah, from an IAM perspective, we have to make like an entire secure enclave. Let's say and hypothetically, we'll say for 50 to 100 people to only be able to access. For that CMMC level 2, dealing with Entra, we have to basically work with Azure Government. It's an entirely new tenant. It's completely segmented from regular Entra ID, even though it looks the same. It's just a different. It's like a .us or dot something else. So it's like we're gonna have to implement that into our environment. And then I'm building out the IAM process for that. So the access strategy.
Hmm. It sounds like they're damn near gonna have to sponsor you, bro. That's
Bro,
what it
I'm
sounds like.
saying that would be tough, but that would be super tough if I can somehow sneak that in there. Can you get a clearance outside the company? Yes, if you want to go into the military, you can do that. They'll sponsor your clearances. I don't know how that works directly, but I'm guessing you can get a clearance going through the military. You can get as high clearance as you want to. I just believe you probably have to pay, and it's gonna take time. Of course, those clearances they take like what 6 months to clear or something like that. They ask the janitor on your third grade school what's your name, like how of a student you were. Like they ask any type of shit. They want to know if you're like a spy or anything like that. Are you an architect? No, but I am the only IAM engineer on the team, so I'm the only person dealing with identity. So I guess once they hire somebody under me, then I'll be a senior level technically.
Like technically, sure, you can get
Based what
yourself
I'm
that.
saying, I'm gonna put it on my architect resume. Some sauce, y'all. Put it on the architectural resume. Put that I've implemented CMMC level 2 with NIST 800 framework. You know what I mean? Like yes, NIST 800. The 171 does work directly with CMMC level 2. They're both compliant. It's based CMMC 2.0 is instead of I think it was 5 pillars, it's only 3 now with CMMC level 2, and those 3 pillars tie directly into NIST 800 171. Do you specialize in a certain part of IAM, or do you do it all? Do it all basically. I do everything from app registration. I did single sign-on setups 3 times this week for 3 different apps. What else do we do? I'm still doing my dynamic group setup, so doing things like that relating to that project. I can't get too deep into it, but working with that. And what else? And I think that's it. I had meetings with Microsoft. You have meetings with your account rep multiple times, trying to get features added and stuff. But yeah, any tips to make
Listen,
yourself more marketable for a role coming in from IT? You want to hit that one, AP?
yeah, make yourself more marketable. I would say utilize your skills that you already have in IT. At some point, I know you've probably, especially being in an IT role, gave access of some type of way or kind, maybe whether you're disabled to account, something like that, and use that as leverage for going into IAM.
Yeah, finagle your resume too. Once you're doing projects and stuff like that, like try to highlight projects that you're doing related to like access. Highlight those projects on your resume as duties that you did in your role and what you had to do for those things. Highlight that in your role. They want to know. They don't want your relevant experience like just random things you do that can have transferable skills like collaboration and stuff. They want to see you actually dealing with access. They want to see you explaining that through your resume. Because they want to know
Yeah,
how you're going to be able to adapt coming onto their position. What do you think, AP?
no, yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts. Now I want to say what up, thing in the chat showcase. I believe he's an IM engineer as well. Connected with him not too long ago.
Man, what's probably showcase? But yeah, that's
Uh,
tough.
he's supposed to- so somebody asked a question: do you specialize in a certain part of IM? I wanted to get a better understanding of what they meant by that because IM is its own specialization technically.
Yeah, I am Pam. They all go hand in hand. Privilege management, you know what I mean? Pam, JIT, access. Like, those are all. I don't know if we could say specializations, but like it's usually the tools is where the specialization comes into it. There's Azure engineers or Entra ID now
Yeah.
engineers. There's SailPoint engineers. There's who else? There's Okta engineers, there's CyberArk engineers. Like, bro, you literally just specialize in a tool, and that's what's gonna put you apart.
Yeah. And here's another thing I want to bring up too, like piggybacking off of like the architect discussion and that question. Like technically, you can position yourself in the market if you were going for architect roles as architect, because you are the only IM engineer, so you're making architectural decisions. I would assume. Um,
Yeah, that's what he
to
asked me
be
to do
honest,
was build that out.
yeah, and to be honest, bro, no, I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, architects, it's not all just technical work. It's also like business side of it too. So like for example, your license for whatever IAM tool that you may be using, like Okta, SailPoint, Microsoft Entra ID, those those have like different periods of like licenses that you pay for. So you may pay $300,000 for that tool for X amount of years, right? Boom. Architects usually have to make decisions. Okay, what value are we getting out of this product? Or are they overcharging us? Should we go to other competitors, right? And they look to the architects to make the decision based on what you're getting out of the tool, what is the value out of it, stuff like that. So, and that's stuff I deal with on a day to day, and that made me, that kind of just flipped the switch on for me, because it's like you can use that as transferable, but people don't typically think like that, just because their job title may say analyst or engineer. So think about it like that too. Like no matter where you are, like you can be a anything, like you can be anything, and you can transform, like you can describe that experience into a way going into this industry. 70% business for sure, bro, for sure.
Yeah, being able to explain to the stakeholders is very important. Like
Yeah,
that's mainly jobs of the seniors is to explain it to the stakeholders or the shareholders, um, to higher management, to the executives. You just want to be, they are explaining, they're building out the process and explaining how that's going to save the company money to them in a way that they can understand it because they're all business people.
yeah. And another thing is, they first and foremost, they care about that money, but they also care about risk too. But they may look at something and be like, okay, well, we're sometimes, if it's costing us $1 million a year for this tool and these employees, maybe we just accept the risk instead of paying X amount of dollars. So they look at it that way too.
No, yeah, the business, they basically want the business to be able to, they want the business to be able to grow at its fastest pace, but they want to be able to be safe at the same time. That's literally what my manager said, or our director.
Yep.
We need to make it to where it's safe for them to make as much money as they need to make, touch as much as they want. We wanted to add contracts to make more money. How do we do that? Now we have to be CMMC level 2 compliant. Like, these things are going to make the business more money. So that's what they want.
Facts. Facts. Yo, I want to get somebody come on though. Somebody come on, chop it up. I know y'all been asking questions in the chat. That's cool, but y'all can come on. I believe so. The button is so it should be like a hand that you can like pretty much raise your hand on here, and we can accept it and bring you up if y'all want to ask any questions. What's good, Jason? Somebody, I don't know if he answered this question. He said, "What tools would be utilized?" Did you answer that one?
What tools will be utilized? What do you mean?
Not sure. I'm not sure what context he was asking that question in. I'm not too sure. From the MCCM he was talking about. Yeah, I don't think I understand, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to understand what you mean by that. Okay. Okay. All right. Do you work two positions? I haven't. I don't know if Hinks is in the process of doing so or not. I don't know if anybody else in the chat is, but I have not.
The CM.
Mainly because
Go
I'm
ahead.
not remote. Okay. Yeah, I have. No, but that clearance is super valuable though.
It's a, it's CM,
Like, can y'all hear me? Uh,
it's
it went out.
CMMC, CMMC level 2 compliance or CMMC 2 compliance.
Okay.
It's basically if you're gonna work with a government, if you're gonna work with the government and have government contracts, you have to be CMMC level 2 minimum. And then there's one more. There's level 3, I believe it is. And I'm not sure what that is, but that's like the DoD and all of that.
How long have you been with the company you've been with now? Um,
A year right now, actually. It's
yeah,
been a little over a year.
yeah. With my company, I've been with my company maybe like 8 months, 9 months. Best way to navigate panel interviews, make a conversation appear someone they want to work with. So I'll make a comment on that, but I'm gonna let Hinks answer that one.
I mean, with panel interviews, that's what I would suggest. But with them, at least I had two panel interviews, and in both of them, everybody had like one question they wanted me to know. They wanted something they wanted me to know. Um, Everyone had a different one, a different technical question, and then after that, the rest was just behavioral most of the time. So it's like really one question that everyone on the team wants to know, and then whoever the manager is that's running the meeting, they're going to be the one mainly going through your scenario based questioning or anything like that. So I would just say keep it behavioral, keep it real, just be nice, seem like a good fit with the team. Try to see what their likes are if you can kind of get that out of the conversation, and just try to match your vibe in the interview.
Yeah. So another thing. So Hinks, how would you? I'm trying to describe this, but how would you describe like trying to be confident? Because I know confidence goes a long way in interviews. So how can you explain how to be confident in interviews?
Confidence. I don't know. I can't say you got to be a confident person. You got to build yourself to that. Whether that's talking to yourself in the mirror, answering questions, speaking to your resume in the mirror, talking to yourself, or recording your interview so you can hear yourself later. Whatever it is, you got to do it. You got to put your reps in because it's really going to come down to reps. The more comfortable you're with it, the more confident you are. The more you feel like you know a subject, the more, you're not going to have that stress of, oh, I might not know this or that. So I would just say you got to put your time and effort into everything, even the interview process. Know your resume. They're gonna try to get you off your pivot with your resume. They're gonna ask you something that contradicts it, and they're gonna expect you to know that because you got to know your resume back and front. You good, AP?
Yeah, I'm straight.
Okay.
Bro, I'm trying to turn my monitor up. I mean my
Nah, you straight.
sound. All right, we should be good now.
Let me see. How long have I been an IAM engineer? This IAM engineer is my first position. I've been there for over a year now. Specialty is IAM. Identity Access Management is my specialty. But yeah, I'm currently a behavioral tech, but want to get into IAM. What course that you're are offering will be best for beginners? Do the go to the start here button and go into tech. What course? I'd say go to start here in the community. At the top, you'll see their channels. Go to start here and go through the roadmap. It basically gives you, you know what I mean. It tells you a little bit about our journey and getting into cybersecurity. It tells you, things of how to choose their mentor and things like that. It helps you get you started, get the foundation, even to what you can start to look up information yourself. I'd say do the start here for sure. Go ahead, AB.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just the roadmap just pretty much gives you a
You're
roadmap and a plan
screaming
for
and I
where to
can
go
hear
because
you.
most people miss out on the key things, when first trying to get into it. So just to kind of streamline your process. So like SailPoint, CyberArk, Okta, Specialty, or did you all do all mix them all? I know a mix of all of them. Did I do labs in every single environment? Hell no. But what I did do,
CyberArk and Entra for me.
what I did, like I did labs in both Okta and Entra because those were the most accessible, and I learned everything I need to know. And then if I did have an interview for a tool in like SailPoint or CyberArk or something like that, I would just go more in depth of just prompting AI, asking more about the tool, what do I need to know, stuff like that, so I can be. Because at that point you already have the foundations. You just need to learn that specialty a bit more. So that's what I did in interviews. No, but in what resource tool cloud service? I might have missed that question. Mark Henry said, "Know what you're talking about." Facts. I mean, that's what it come down to.
What's good,
But
Mark?
I feel like the way you project yourself too, like your personality, the way you project yourself can come off like as confident too. Which one is a better specialist with CyberArk or SailPoint?
I mean,
I don't know.
you got people on both sides, so I mean, they're both good. Realistically, I got a CyberArk certs, and then AP is got Cell. He works with SailPoint, so I mean, those two are pretty solid. I got CyberArk Defender and Sentry. What cert you got for SailPoint now?
SailPoint administrator.
Yep. SailPoint harder though because you have to be sponsored for it. So
I'm not gonna lie, SailPoint is. Bro, they just don't have a lot of documentation out there.
not a lot of people use
Like,
CyberArk too. I'm not even gonna lie.
yeah,
Entra really got the monopoly. I'm not gonna lie. Entra and Octa kind of.
yeah, they're like diamond tier for sure. Like the SailPoint community is so small, bro. It's ridiculous.
Or are you looking? What are you looking up? Are you looking up Azure Engineer? What's your job? What are your job looking at? Like Azure IAM. If you're looking up Azure Engineer, Entra Engineer, Microsoft it's usually because that cloud provider. That's what it's gonna be. You got to look up different names for it too. More like
And a lot
SailPoint,
of times,
CyberArk.
like the description or the title is not gonna say it either. Like a lot of times, companies don't even want to expose their tech stack in the job description. Like a ton of times, they did that with me. I had to ask, and I asked in an interview, and they still didn't tell me. But just gotta get into the interview sometimes too. I've even seen companies post like they say that every single tool. I'm like, okay, I know for a fact y'all not expecting me to know all these tools. Like I remember, company had two IGA platforms on. They said extensive experience in sell point, Savient. What's like that makes no sense. There's no way y'all have sell point and Savient and Entra and Typewriter. Like no way.
That trifecta is if your company big enough, having that trifecta is crazy though.
Insane.
Saving SailPoint and Entra is good because you got cloud with Entra. SailPoint you can bridge them together. And no, Saving is really isn't Saving the manager like a manager uh is gonna manage everything together, something like that.
Savient and Cellpoint are in the same family.
Oh,
They're the
okay.
same, pretty much, just competitors.
Okay.
Maybe it's slight differences too, but
Not currently. We're not even hiring right now for cybersecurity. My company's smaller than AP's, which is crazy. I only have, like I said, I only have 5,000 users, and it's closer down to four than 5,000. So I don't have too many users.
okay. By the way, my company is hiring now, so them roles did get posted about you. They posted now. They sent out an email, bro. They were looking internally for months, bro. They before even posting the jobs, bro. Like that's crazy. Companies really look internal as much as possible. But I'm about to tell y'all what roles. Let me look.
Premium got to get first dibs on that for sure.
No, yeah, facts.
AP.
I'm just saying the roles, yeah, y'all, you know, just a job title, broad job titles. But yeah, premium, I will be putting that in the chat. For anybody in premium, given your sell point experience, do you think it's worth going deep in sell point? I do. So what sell point does is in an upwards trend, and they do hold the market for IGA platforms, and that's what a lot of different enterprises I'm seeing is going toward. Um, but it's a hell of a tool to learn. I'll tell you that. It's a hell of a tool to learn. Like with anything, you have to continuously learn. But sell point a motherfucker. Like I put it like this: if you're a person that just likes to do configs and like what IAM is natively, like then go with like an Entra or Okta. But like sell point is more really engineering because you're dealing with so many things. It's so holistic. So many different connectors. So many different you're connecting all of these different systems. A lot of different automation. So if you like automation and I'm not saying that as a headache, but it just depends on the type of person. You kind of just got to choose your hard, pretty much. But yeah, let me look these up. But the botchers for somebody like you, I feel like you can pick it up pretty easily. Well, I'm not gonna say easily, but uh, given your skill set, I feel like you could easier than the typical person. Okay, I know y'all. They loading. Turn the Wi-Fi off. Right, there
Turn the
we go.
Wi-Fi off is
Turn the Wi.
crazy.
All right. So we got. Okay, so they actually brought somebody, and I was a part of the panel interview, and they offered him a job, and he denied it. But this one is for a uh, senior compliance manager. Well, he's yeah, compliance. So you're probably in charge of audit and GRC, I would think. We have a IT specialist. Let's see. We have a DevSecOps engineer. See, one more. You got like I don't know if y'all familiar with SAP, but you got some SAP roles, but I ain't gonna even, you know.
Is CyberArk easier to learn than SailPoint? I mean, I don't know. I don't have experience with SailPoint, but I mean, bro, it's all information. It's not like anything is harder. It's all the same button mashing. Especially once you get into into the tools, you just gotta learn. You just gotta learn compliance. You gotta learn procedure. You gotta learn things like that. It's not. It's none of them are super hard between them being easy.
Yeah.
You can learn. If I can learn CyberArk, I could learn SailPoint. I've learned Entra on the job without having an Entra cert. Like so, it's it's not rocket science for y'all. Trust me.
He said doing cyber to cell point connectors is just a t. It's extremely, bro. Cell point is extremely tedious, bro. Maybe because I had a crazy month. Every other month was good though. Bro, we're getting duplicate accounts out of nowhere. Still getting duplicate accounts. Where provisioning is failing out of nowhere. Mind you, I don't even work on the infrastructure, the AD side, the Entra ID side. Our IT team take care of that. So it's just super tedious stuff. Cause you just gotta dig and dig and dig for the answer.
Go on YouTube and look up what the SailPoint platform. There's demonstrations on YouTube of SailPoint. There of every tool. You can go in and look at what every tool looks like, what the UI looks like, how to do labs and all that. There's free content on YouTube. You just gotta look it up, bro. Trust me. If you want to see directly what it looks like, YouTube is what I would say.
He asked a really good question though. He said it's tedious. What do you do when it's time to do it? Me personally, I'm asking Copilot. I'm asking Copilot. It depends on the what troubleshooting scenario, so it's kind of vague. I just REST API everything for simple. I mean, facts, facts.
Bro, troubleshooting 101, bro. REST API and Copilot, bro. That's all it. REST API and whatever your AI is, those are your first troubleshooting tools.
Does Entra have like a? Can you query search things in Entra?
Yes, but not like um yes, but not like anything crazy. It's like an Explorer thing, more like for email and like things like that. We don't really query in Entra. It's more like Intune. I know you can go in there. Um, or if we want to go directly like to like AD, go into AD and like doing PowerShell commands and shit like that, we have like a terminal for that in Entra, basically.
Hmm.
So,
Okay. See, with SailPoint, bro, they try to upsell you on everything. So like, you- if your license doesn't have specific capabilities, bro, it's ridiculous how try to get you, bro. And I know like Microsoft, of course, you got a P1, P2, and P7 stuff, right? But bro, they be on that.
I think we got P5 and E5s, bro. We got like a mixture of crazy licenses. I think it is, and we're trying to get Purview too. So it's like they're
Yeah.
just rolling out Purview. They just started. Like I've seen demos recently of them like trying to sell you on more shit to get an upgraded license because Purview can do this or the new AI agents can do that. Bro, they showed me us a demo in their private environment and it had 53,000 agents in that bitch. I'm like, this is the most absurd thing ever. He says it creates agents on its own, and I'm like, that's not a good thing, brother. I know what it's saying, but like we were in our Teams call, in a separate Teams call, just typing to each other while we're in the meeting because it's like, bro, did we just see 53,000 agents in a test in a demo account? What is going on?
Bro. So, Higgs, do you think? What do you think is more of the priority, human or non-human accounts?
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again.
What do you think is more of a priority in human, like more of a priority when it comes to identity, like governing those identities, like human or non-human?
It's definitely not human because they can fuck up more shit. Because like with a computer system, if one thing falls, the entire computer breaks. Like it just error. Like you know what I mean. Same thing happens with your server. It's like human error can only go so far. Like it can only go so far. But your
Right.
entire network could be down. Like and that just ruins your entire business frame. You're not making money. You're losing money by the second because they do that calculation um, in your like mean time to resolve or mean time to respond or whatever. They match all that time in for your cybersecurity to how much you time to lose by the second, bro. How much money you're losing. So you can't. Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
it's crazy.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy the world we live in, bro. Like, bro, and it's like you even have these bots, bro, that they'll spin up, and then technically an identity will spin up from that bot, and it's like it's only there for maybe like a few seconds, and it goes away. So it's like it's hard to like govern bots, and like most companies don't even know how to don't even have they don't even understand what's in their environment. Like I know for a fact my company don't. They don't know what machines. They don't even have communication between development teams, development agents. Like there's no governance around it. It's just I think most companies don't have like their feet. They're not just running with governing AI right now and non-human identities. And that's why you see like that one company. What was it? What was it? I know somebody I know. It deleted like bot like deleted their whole database or something. I read about it not too long ago.
I think I know what you're talking about. It was. I don't know. I gotta look up on cyber news. Hold on.
Yeah, but they were talking about it. I was at a CISO panel with IDM and SailPoint, and they
Striker
were talking. Okay, yeah, I think that might have been it. Yeah, it deleted everything, bro. That is crazy.
Friday. It just went on a
Crazy.
deleting spree, bro.
Imagine. Wait, what is that company worth? I'm about to look that up now. Uh, let's see. Uh, Securing AI agents. Yeah, 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 for sure.
Yep, that's what they're
For
trying to
sure.
sell us. They're trying to sell us the fuck out of the AI agents, bro. That's the next move.
Yeah,
DevSec is gonna have some nice money.
yeah. Cloud security
Cloud security,
is the wave.
developing agents, ML, everything. I haven't worked with that either. Damn, debauchers. I need to learn that shit. Restricting privileged access. Oh, two agents. Two agents. Okay, yeah. I wouldn't even want to give PIM to like an agent to work for like a 24-hour period. I think it'd fuck it up like within the first couple hours. Because with PIM, we can only do 24 hours to make changes for implementation. They got to implement their change in that 24-hour period, and then it's done after that. And while they're doing anything on there, it's monitored. You have also have a monitor for them. We don't have agents, so I'm talking about human. Humans too? Yeah. Human error is always gonna be there. Human error is gonna be the number one. AI, it can hit you with such a large amount at once, but human error more times than not is what's going to be the problem. Social engineering is the biggest attack form of any, bro.
$120 billion company deleted overnight.
Oh my god, bruh. You can't even imagine that type of thing. The company immediately has to go bankrupt. You're cooked. There's nothing like it's and that thing is like that ain't even your fault. That's like a rogue agent. Is crazy. A bot. That's insane. That's a way to lose your company. I'd be pissed. You telling me this Roblox character just deleted everything in our back end? No. I don't believe so, debaucherous. I haven't dealt with anything like that.
What is ESP?
ESP is like fucking. Hold on, what's it? It's a service provider, but I don't know what the fuck. If I'm not mistaken, I may be mistaken. Look it up.
Zesty service provider.
I'm 100% wrong. Let's see what his ESP is. Oh, zero standing privilege. Okay, I'm retarded. Yeah. We're not gonna
Zero standing. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's a service provider. I'm tweaking out.
Nah, bro. I'm the first on my team bringing up these type of conversations. I'm literally going into the CISO directly saying, how are we governing AI? How like what is our communication with it? Do we have any plans? Are y'all talking about it? Like, I'm bringing up these conversations, bro. Like I ain't even trying to talk shit about them, but I don't know what the fuck they be doing.
This is kind of what I do already. It's JIT provisioning, it says, and it's a zero access by default. So basically, you start with zero from every identity, and then it basically is just in time provisioning. They only get privileges when they need them. What is it saying? Okay, this is automatic revocation. Right after you use it, deletes. Okay. I do JIT already, and only for the only people that we definitely have zero access by default are the Indian people, technically, the people that work from India, or people. We also have people from Germany. Anybody international, they have to go through that model basically. But damn, I didn't even realize that. That's a whole niche, debauchers. Hold on, you need a shit. Send me a video. Any YouTube videos on this? I'll go a little deeper on it. $2,800 an hour. Yeah. That's crazy. That's criminal. That is criminal. Oh, okay. So ZSPs are used. Oh, never mind. You can use them anywhere. It says cloud and PAM platforms. So they could use. Oh, okay. So ZSPs can be used in CyberArk too. That's tough. I'm gonna do a little bit deeper dive on that. Man, you got any closing arguments, AP? We've been here about 45 minutes, guys. You got any other questions? Anything else you want to bring up, man? Type 1 in the chat if you learned something new, bro. I definitely did. Shit, I'll start it off. I definitely did. That's crazy. Man, shout out to y'all too for coming to the Q&A, asking questions. You know what I mean? Seeking knowledge, shit, and even teaching us some things. I ain't gonna lie. AP, you had 2 positions before. I said I haven't. I'm thinking about adding a contract because this role I have is more of like I'm not gonna say with like. It is a smaller company and it's more of like I'm an in-house security for them, so it's like I might add a contract on possibly for like 6 months, but I don't want like a whole second job. There's no way. I'd work like a contract doing IAM. You know, if they want me to implement CMMC level 2 or they want me to implement dynamic groups or implement things that I'm good at, I'll do that for a company for like 6 months or so and implement that change. But other than that, Nah, I'm not gonna do anything crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I've never worked two positions. Um, I wouldn't mind it in the future. Like if I'm completely remote, I would work five jobs to be honest. If they were all, it would have to be a good mix. It would have to be a good mix. Like I would have to have some like I don't know. It depends on the role. Not gonna lie. Like it's in bro. Nobody's working five sell point roles like that. Is like bro.
At least
That's
not
impossible.
now. Maybe during COVID, where they didn't care. You know, you're already in the house. They can't really just, they might want you to have your camera on. People didn't really care. They said that was the golden era for people that had tech jobs. But now, I feel like it's pretty tough. You gotta and you gotta not get caught. It's like insane. It's so much responsibility, and you're already making really good money regardless.
Facts.
You're making
Man, so
above
just
average.
one last question. How did y'all find your IM roles? LinkedIn, I applied. Uh, Honestly, quick story before we get out of here. So I I was applying a ton of roles. I was interviewing, and then I applied to the role that I have now, and they so I did the screening call with like the recruiter, and she wasn't rocking with me, and then I don't know, she had like a little bit of attitude too, which was kind of weird, but whatever. Boom. I kept seeing that role. They kept posting it, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go in with a different apply with a different email, submitted the same exact resume. Boom, they got back to me. I got another interview, with the same company, like probably like 2 weeks later, and then got on the call. She didn't even recognize me, and I guess she was in a way better mood that day. And boom, rest is history. I mean, now I'm in that job, but yeah, that's how I found mine. Just resilience. Kept applying, kept interviewing. It was a journey for sure. But yeah, that's all I had. If y'all had any other questions, I know I'm gonna probably do. I know Corey. I owe you a one-on-one after this. So just join the general voice chat. We'll be in there. Um, but yeah, y'all appreciate y'all showing up as always. I know it was a minute since the last Q&A. But yeah, we back on track. Next week, we'll do another Q&A. Um, may even have a guest next week. I don't know. Just depends. So be on the lookout for that. And we'll put it in the chat. Hinks, you had anything? Before we get out of here.
Nah, that was it, man. Appreciate everybody for joining in, for coming in. We're gonna have this Q&A up. I'll have it up today too in the learning material. Under live recordings. I apologize. Under that channel, it'll be uploaded in the next hour, 2 hours. So keep an eye out for that. And if you guys want to look at any of the previous calls, they all in the live recordings chat. We got probably like 8 of them in there, 9 of them.
X.
Facts.
All right, y'all. Y'all be smooth, Corey.
Man,
I'm get to you.
y'all be good. See y'all. Yes, sir. Appreciate you too, Leo. Catch y'all.